All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top left position. Representing Kites of Gaming, it is Solar. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning down in the bottom right. Representing the Afrika Freaks, it is Trap. In the blue. These two players, both of them known for, like I said, mid-game aggression. Now, Void Ray Printer, it's very much a possibility. Very much even a likelihood. Will it be the most likely? Maybe not. There's a good chance. There's a really good chance of it. We are going to be seeing these gold bases possibly come into play. They are much more powerful than your average gold base. They've got 8 mineral patches as opposed to the normal 6. That's a big deal. That is a lot of power. And because of how they're laid out, there's specifically no spot that can be hit by like Adepts or Marines. I think the only thing that can set up here is maybe Hellions. Hellions might be able to set up here and hit workers. But this is actually like a very safe gold base. It's actually surprising that it was able to get through with how safe that gold base is. And I'm almost flabbergasted that it doesn't happen very, very frequently. Like, almost all the time is what I mean. Now, probably we'll still see a Stargate opener, even if it doesn't end up being double Stargate. Yeah, there we go. Stargate opener. Of course, we all know now the late Warp Gate is the calling card of that. But, of course, there are some players like Nice, like, who's another player? Maybe Haas, who will try and manipulate information. They'll be like, oh, okay. They'll go gas first to get enough gas to be able to start up their first unit, a Warp Gate, and Stargate at the standard timing. And it's an interesting thing to see. But players like Trap that are a lot more fundamentally focused, probably not going to be going for something like that. Probably going to be going for the quote-unquote most optimal way to play. I don't know why I'm saying quote-unquote, because it's just the most optimal way to play. It is going to be Void Ray first. Usually it's Void Ray into Oracle these days. Sometimes we'll see like triple Oracle, but not often. Trap just looking around for some scouting lings here. If he can pick them off that wanted to sneak into the main base, would be very nice. Of course, we do see the Spear of Adun right there. Adun Toridas. Solar already getting some pretty nice creep spread here. This is creep. So, okay, I look at this map and I think to myself, this is not a map where you can queen walk. But realistically, it's not much bigger than any other map in terms of rush distance across the map. It's a relatively wide open area in front of this third. If this is the third that's taken, you can potentially take down these rocks and make it a relatively wide open area. Now, it is a tight choke until that point. But if you take down these rocks, you take down these ones, you know, it's a very short rush distance. And Solar is gearing up for that potentially. He's giving himself the opportunity. Ooh, and it is going to be +1 air weapons coming on down. Now, we are seeing a good number of lings coming in from Solar. Is that going to be for anything specific? I don't think so. Void Ray already kind of catches wind of the number of Zerglings that there are. Oracle does try and get into the natural expansion. Looks like it picks off 1 drone. Not bad. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Roachborn coming out at the front from Solar. No layer just yet. We'll be paying well, there we go. I was going to say we'll be paying close attention to that because he does have 100+ gas, and, you know, that's one of the tells that it could be a Queen Walk build. Will be that double Stargate, that Void Ray Printer coming out of Trap. He's getting a very quick robotics facility with the help of disruptors. You can be safe against just about any kind of push that the Zerg player can throw your way. Now, there is a new style of push that has been a little bit scary for some Protoss players to deal with, where you go for a very quick Wait, where'd those adepts get to? Where'd they go? Oh, they went home. Oh, it was a fake move. Okay. Where you go for just Ling Queen. You go for a very early... sometimes you can even get a Baneling Nest. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is such a nice move from Solar. So Solar moved forward with 3 of the queens, and he fakes the queen walk push with this. Shows it to the oracles, forces out extra shield batteries. That's 3 extra shield batteries the Trap did not want to build. Great little move from Solar. And he's done this just by threatening the queen walk. And this slows down many things for Trap. Slows down his additional gases at the 3rd, which slows down the tech, slows down the disruptor count potentially. Just a really, really nice nice move. And now he's going to take the gold base. Oh, God, get those fat queens out of the way. It's a glandular problem. What is wrong with me? It's going to be a Spire coming out of Solar here. So he's going to be getting the +1 missile roaches with their roach speed. And also the Spire. I think I would have liked the Spire a little bit more hidden than this. A Revelation on the natural should be able to see this pretty quickly. Now, Void Rays are going to come into the main base. It is difficult to deal with them, and there's no double Spore. We see a lot of Zerg players get a double Spore set up right here. That being said, he's got 4 queens. Even though they don't have transfuse, well, one of them does. It's going to be enough to push this away. Solar. Ooh, actually, really nice positioning on his queens. Up to 11 queens already. Oh, here come the Adepts, and they will find this Spire, and this is why I didn't like the positioning of it. Was not fond of this. Now, Korean players, this is going to be taken care of here. Only gets 2 kills. Transfuse on a drone to keep it alive. Love to see it. The Korean players do love their transition into round. And I believe Solar did scout. No, he didn't scout it. He didn't scout any of it. He did not see the additional gateways. He did not see the Twilight Council, the Forge, the Templar Archives. Should be able to infer, but doesn't know. And now we've got 15 Corruptors coming on in. Those... Oh, if he makes even... God, that's so tough, because if he does not, like... He's on 85 drones, by the way, so he's actually on a phenomenal economy. And it's gold bases. 2 extra drones on this gas, but they're not there yet. Void Rays are going to move forward, as well as the Archons. Roaches, where are they? Ooh, Disruptor Shot is going to try and come on in. Will connect on the Queens, and that's going to help out a lot. War Prism does get taken down. We do see the thick beams activated on those Void Rays. Corruptors are going to try and come on in. They're not able to one-shot the Void Rays, but this will be enough for Solar to push this back and potentially clean it all up, unless a recall is used up. Yeah, the ground army is getting overwhelmed. The air army is getting overwhelmed. Solar, with this gold base, is just going to have enough money, enough income, enough to overpower Trap right here. Trap, he went middle of the road on both, and Solar somehow got middle of the road enough responses to both. He did lose a lot of queens, but it's not going to matter. He wins the air war, and now he can caustic spray down a Nexus of his choice. Personally, I would have liked the 3rd Nexus. Ooh, Zealots, though. Oh my god, Solar is going to miss them. And this is going to be a lot of dead drones. He's going to respond to it pretty quickly. Where are the Corruptors? Okay, they're going to... Robotics facilities would also be nice. Wait, did he already use the caustic spray? No, he didn't. Oh man, that's a little bit unfortunate. He does go for Carapace. And the Zealots do find some roaches kind of segmented off. Oh man, Trap is getting units kind of everywhere. And now we're seeing +1 weapons coming on in for the air units. Trap, though, he's down so much supply. Resources lost is even, but let's take a look at the income. Oh my god, that's a huge spike. That's the gold base right there kicking in. Meanwhile, we do have the War Prism into the main base. Trap is doing a great job of keeping Solar penned back. The problem is, like, it feels like Solar just has so much, and now he's going to go into Muta, so that is the intent of this +1 air. And, of course, he's already kind of won the air war. Ooh, he's going to find this War Prism. Wait, where are more drones going down? Looks like no more are going to go down. We will see this War Prism getting cornered here. Oh, is it going to fall? It should. Yeah, one more shot and it will go down. Cannot escape from those Corruptors without the War Prism speed. +1 melee also coming in. So it's double attack upgrades on the ground and 1/1 air. The thing is... Well, actually... No, the thing is, like... I feel like Solar can just actually surround this army. He's wary of the Disruptors. Trap is being very careful with his Disruptor shots. He does get one of the Disruptors before shot can go off, but the other two do fire. There's still a third one left over. Oh, Solar, not the greatest splits. He is trying to come up into the main base. He will find it undefended. No cannons, no nothing. And we're going to see Stalkers warping on in. Not going to be able to do the damage. Solar kind of forcing a base trade that he doesn't need to. He does have 1/1 mutas finishing up, or, well, he's on +1 carapace. Actually, these are battle mutas. They have better upgrades than the Stalkers in a moment. And +2 weapons is canceled. He cancels it to warp in more Stalkers, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. It's very, very close. He does have Blink on these Stalkers. Actually, it might just barely be enough. Solar, though, oh, the flood of additional mutas is going to be enough to break on through. And there is not enough to hold on. Caustic Spray going to come down. We've got probes getting massacred in the natural. That is ensuring that these Stalkers are not enough. Meanwhile, on the other side, Solar is not really contesting the main army of his opponent. The Disruptor is going to hit on some drones. Both players using a lot of stuff, but it's Solar with the farther outlying base. He needs to build like 10, 15 spines to that base, and I think he's just got this game in the bag. So far, the probe count is just getting absolutely massacred. Are there any probes on the other side of the map? Actually, where are the probes of Trap? Oh, they're just in the main. Oh, and Solar's going to be able to find all of them. Yeah, he's got this game. He's going to force the recall. He gets a couple of Stalkers as well. He's going to get a Disruptor. The Archons... Wait, where... The Archons got picked off or they didn't get recalled. But yeah, Solar's just going to win right now with the mutas. 60 probes going down. Mass muta from Solar is going to take down Trap. So Trap going for the 13 pylon to make sure he gets the probe block. I've never liked this. I've always thought that you should send the... So you cut a worker to do... Like, you're getting the pylon earlier. I've always thought that it makes more sense to send the probe earlier and then just pull another probe down to the natural and build the pylon. Now, you do lose a bit of mining time, but you're not losing probe production. Maybe it depends on the map. Maybe it depends on the actual travel distance. I don't know. It's hard to say because you do lose a couple of... like, by pulling 2 probes, you do lose a couple of mining trips. I mean, Trap's the pro, but most players don't do it the way he does it. For now, he's just going to be an annoyance. He has, of course, forced his hatchery not to be at the third base. Ooh, 20 supply third hatch? No. You faked me out, Solar. It's just transferring over to that new base. Now, Trap for a while was a player who would initially be very aggressive with his first 2 adepts, and that did leave him kind of vulnerable to stuff like those Queen Walk builds. These days, though, we don't see it as much from him. He's kind of settled down. He's settled into what is the, I would say, the European meta a little bit more, where you're a lot more stable, a lot more thinky. Definitely a real word is thinky. Solar trying to slip around, I think, with these Zerglings. He wants, of course, to get a scout if he can. He saw the delayed warp gate, though. He's going to know it's Stargate. It's almost going through the motions at this point. Like, some players will literally check the front. They'll see that the warp gate isn't started, and then they'll send the Overlord home. Now, I think that leaves you definitely... It definitely leaves your opponent the option to just, like, metagame the hell out of you. And that's not a good thing. You don't want that. But it's just a testament to how strong the Stargate is in this matchup. Like, it's insanely powerful. We'll be that Void Ray first once again into the Oracle. The good thing about this is Solar confirms, yep, it's an Oracle. And like I said in the first game, Trap's not going to be one of those players who's likely to kind of, you know, mix things up and go for like a fake second Oracle. Now, I wouldn't mind if you were. I think that would be pretty cool. But it's unlikely. This is a map that we're about as likely to see the Queen Walk build on as we are to see it on Pride of Alteris, which is to say, not likely, but not impossible. Now, it's a very wide open third base here. Like, if Solar actually sees that it's this third base, that may convince him to go for a Queen Walk. And he's already getting some nicely forward creep spread. Oh, Solar unfortunately drops the creep tumor right as the Void Ray comes over top. That's a freebie you never want to give away. That actually sucks a lot. Oracle just looking for an opening here. And there is none, but Solar, ooh, he's kind of creating a bit of a ring. Actually, that being said, he loses 2 drones. That's very unfortunate. He had almost created a perfect ring to trap the Oracle, and he gets a lot of damage done to it. But Trap finds a couple of rallying drones. Very unfortunate, but nice move from Trap. He maneuvered about as perfectly as he could have, considering how good of a trap that was from Solar. There's only the single Adept here in the... Oh, he actually put the probe on hold position. That's very nice. He knew that getting the Adept surrounded was a risk. We are going to see this Adept getting target fire down. Oracle, wow. Trap is the trigger patience right there. Trigger discipline on that Oracle's Pulsar Cannon. Very, very good. I would have definitely turned it on to try and fight those Zerglings, but he's like, nah, I got another Void Ray popping. If I really need to, I can, like, fight with the probes. I'm good. I'm chill. I'm fine. It is going to be another quick layer coming in from Solar. But Trap doesn't know that yet. Hasn't been able to re-scout. It is a very quick 6 gases. This could be another Spire. Void Ray Printer is currently going burr on the other side. Trap, he's already up on 6 gases himself. Both players just macroing very, very heavily right now. Very, very hard. And it is going to be another Spire as another Robotics Bay comes on in. So it's going to be Disruptors from Trap. And Solar going to go for the Spire once again. Now, if it doesn't get scouted, will he just go straight up into the Mutas? There is the possibility. We're going to see the cancel being forced on the pylon. It's been a while, by the way, since we've seen Corruptors being used to overwhelm Void Rays successfully. Ooh, 3rd Stargate and a Fleet Beacon, but Solar with the Scout. Using the, I believe he has the speed on the Overseer. Yes, he does. Using that to get the Scout, that's very, very good information. Trap has not been able to find the Spire hidden at that 3rd base. Solar's getting a lot of money in the bank right now. If Trap can see the... Oh, is he going to be able to get it now? Not yet. The Revelation is not going to be enough. He doesn't even see the gases. Oh, man, he's got no idea. He's got no idea. And Carriers, funnily enough, they're actually not great against Mutas. Mutas can actually do quite well against Carriers in low numbers because they can kill off the Interceptors, but it is going to be Corruptors. Damn, I really wish it was Mutas. Void Ray's gonna take no hull damage. How anticlimactic. Oh, there's no defense at this base, and Trap realizes it after he drops the Revelation. Queen will pop out, and the other Queens beeline their way back. He only gets, I think he only got 1 drone with that. Yeah, that was, the other 2 kills were the 2 drones from earlier. It is gonna be +1 Carapace coming up for the Spire immediately. If the Protoss player knows that this is coming, they can just pump Void Rays. Pump Flux Veins Void Rays. Solar, by the way, has a really, really nice creep spread. Trap does not know about this Corruptor. Wow, this is literally Corruptor Queen. There's only one disruptor on the map. There's about to be two. So the corruptors can caustic spray down a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. We are going to see a few roaches with this. Trap is very, very low on supply, and Solar's maxed out. Now, it's very efficient supply. But the carriers are not going to help against these corruptors, and he picks off one of the carriers immediately for, I think, just a single corruptor. No, 2 corruptors for a carrier. Absolutely, you'll take that every day of the week. And now the, well, the shield battery is going to be able to keep this one disruptor alive. Battery overcharge does get popped. Will he be able to take down the disruptor? Yes, he does before Chuck can fire. And that is a big deal. Second disruptor does connect on all the Ravagers. That's actually really nice because now the Void Rays can stack up without fear of Corrosive Bile. But the +2 air weapons is going to get denied. +1 Carapace is going to finish on up. And I think Solar is just going to overwhelm Trap like very easily. Trap just does not feel prepared for this at all. And the Queens, they're getting some beautiful transfuses on these Corruptors. Yeah, there's just way too much here from Solar. Trap, he's going to finally turn on the thick beams, but that's just going to allow Solar to disengage. He can just keep transfusing these Corruptors up. He's gotten some great transfusions. Finally, a big disruptor shot on those Queens, but it's too late. It's too little too late. The air army is going to get overwhelmed. The Void Rays are coming out not in big enough numbers. I kind of like that Solar did not transfuse his Queens. He knew that there was no more disruptors at the moment, and he knew that he wanted those transfuses on the Corruptors, and he saved them for that in order to fully overwhelm this. Ooh, we are going to see the Void Rays popping out to immediate death. And as Trap falls below 100 supply, Solar still at 171. GG is going to get called. Solar takes it down, and he will advance on to the qualifying match to go up against Mana. One of Solar and Mana is going to make it through.